Well, headed up to Milton-Freewater, late start in the afternoon to get up there. We're doing a Dairy Queen up there tomorrow, working on adding a fryer, and then also got like 3 other jobs that I'm looking. I don't know if you were following us the last trip. We just got back from Ka-Nee-Ta, and that was pretty eventful. Bent one of my stabilizers, and then of course, refrigerator unloads as we get there. Well, we get home, and I lost one of the feet to one of my stabilizers, and we set up kind of darkish, so I didn't really notice it till the next day. Yeah, foot missing. Of course, the foot on the one that bent stayed on. So I don't know what happened. If the shear pin, when it came down off the curb, this hit the front edge of the curb, flopped it down onto the foot on the other one, and drug it for a little bit, and then down, dropped. I think I forgot about these stabilizers. They're not that high off the ground, but I thought, now I'm very fortunate that the back one is fine.
I'm just glad it didn't.
Says this round cylinder comes flying off. She stopped to try and find it, but up near Welch's, if any of you know where that is. Anyway, I had no clue. I didn't know about it till I got home, and she's like, "Oh, this round disc fell off." And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know what that could have been." It wasn't until the next morning that I discover missing a plate on a foot. It's bumpy road. Yeah, reminds me, I am gonna stop and check that refrigerator. Like, I need to figure out a fix for that. That refrigerator popped open on our way home from Ka-Nee-Ta. So popped open when we got up there, and somewhere along the line I hit rough road or something, and of course the trailer rides a lot rougher than the truck does, right? We get home, we had a full thing of salsa go all over the floor, kinds of stuff, blueberries. Yes. As we get home at 8 o'clock, and then of course I discover I'm missing my foot on one of my stabilizers. Anyway, that refrigerator, I've got to figure out a fix. There's a lock function on there, but it's not to lock the refrigerator. It locks your function. First, we thought, oh, hey, that's a great idea. Hit lock and the refrigerator door will lock. No, that's not what it does. All right, stopped here in the Fred Meyer's parking lot. We'll check this out. Well, that thing's still draining. Must have had a lot more water in there than what I thought. All good. All right. We'll watch these bumps. Now I'm paranoid about the refrigerator. But literally, I've only been home a day. A day since the trip, so I got back Sunday. No, Saturday night. We had Sunday, Monday. Today's Tuesday. And off again. Like I said, we've got jobs going on up there. My wife is good to me. Make sure that I have food, that I've got ground coffee, clothes. I mean, I did pack clothes, but she made sure I had clean clothes. Anyway, she's good to me. Better than I deserve. Made sure I had a full jug of water. Not just any water, but water with vitamins. Well, I'm in my mobile office today. working on stuff and up in Milton-Freewater. And up here without my wife, very lonely. I have a couple guys though working at Dairy Queen right now. And then of course I've gone out and looked at a couple of projects. I have another project going on tomorrow that I'm going to look at. And so staying here one more night. I think the guys are going to try and wrap up and push home tonight to be with their loved ones. So, all right. Time to leave the shelter of the office. It's getting kind of blustery out there right now. You know, I might need my keys.
I should have seen it coming through the years left in the dust. But after all the lessons learned, it would end the both of us. There's a first for everything, like a hand holding mine. Now I'm left here with the pain from her I love you goodbye.
I just met with the homeowner, and she's gonna put me in touch with her project manager. But this is the little lot that they've got going. They're gonna be building a house, and show this to you. Man, it's definitely come up. My wife didn't steer me wrong. All right, so nice little lot. So the power pole is going to go at the back side. There's already a connection point up on the power line right there. Probably going to have a permanent power pole back there, so we eventually get the pole, come down underground, and go underground. So people like to take it underground as much as possible. All right, well, I'm going to head back to the mobile office and do some phone calls.
Watch my whole world become the woman she would be. The thing that I forgot would set her free. I taught her how to leave. There's a first for everything, like her hand holding mine. Now I'm left here with the pain from her I love you goodbye. And though it hurts to watch my baby girl become the woman she would be, the thing that I forgot would set her free. I taught her how to leave.
I suppose I should turn some lights on so I'm not living in a cave. Okay, so I got all the information I need on the power pole, so I'll just put together a quote here and send it off. So we're at this Dairy Queen installing a 3-phase fryer, and one of the things we have going on here is that we have a high leg, which means 240 volts to ground. I don't know what he did. I wasn't watching. I think he check what breaker? Little breaker we have to move. Go kill it. It's off. Well, storm came rolling through. I don't know if you can hear it. Sheets of water coming down. Okay. Loud thunder. It's definitely getting more wild out there. Oh! All right, well, I have two of my guys driving home late. They got four hours of driving, at least 4 or 5 hours of driving. They left at 4 o'clock-ish, 4:30. So you're gonna get home late, 10, 11 o'clock. And thank you guys for your work today. Thank you. And actually, they went and stopped at another job to look at it on the way back. So anyway, my point of that is they went, this storm came up from the south and they headed from here to Pendleton. Probably drove right through it. Anyway.
There's a first for everything, like her hand holding mine. Now I'm left here with the pain from her I love you goodbye. And though it hurts to watch my baby girl become the woman she would be, the thing that I forgot would set her free, I taught her how to leave.
All right, so still here, Milton-Freewater area. The storm was crazy last night. Well, it was a passing thundercloud is what it was. But my wife was telling me that there's supposed to be high winds today, up and down the freeway. And I don't really want to drag my fifth wheel through 40-mile-an-hour winds, so probably going to stay up here one more night. Meanwhile, I do have a job to go look at here. All right, up and going early this morning. Seems to be always windy up and down the gorge, but they had warnings yesterday. So today, I'll head home. I get to see my beautiful wife. Just looking at the beautiful sunset. Sunrise. I haven't had my coffee yet. All right, getting ready to take off. So getting my mobile office ready to mobilize. Turn off the heater. It's not just for looks. It actually heats. Hello, this is Troy. Well, I'm sponsoring baseball, so I get a lot of requests to sponsor this and to sponsor that and buy this and buy that, you know, pens, pencils, whatever. You know, you can sure spend a lot of money on putting your name out there, and sometimes it just doesn't, there's no necessarily return necessarily on that type of money. You learn that after a while. You know, you get put on the shopping cart or whatever, and yeah. Well, my buddy Calvin was supposed to be here today working on a trailer. I know he's got stuff going on. He has his little egg business that he does, but
And when you go, I will fall back apart. Find pieces of me all over the yard. In this house of cards. She says, hey man, there were just too many days. When our good intentions only got in the way. And I almost never know what I should say. Maybe nothing nowhere ever was that okay. In this house of cards. With only hearts. You cannot reap what you never did sow. You cannot learn what you never won't know. In this house
how did that come apart?
with only hearts.
Yeah, I don't really like that. I found for the first time my pin. This was down here, down there, before I backed up, and the pin was missing. You know, I pulled this up, and and the pin was missing. I'm like, where? Yeah. All right, well, my buddy Calvin seems to think he can heat that plate up on that stabilizer and then just ratchet that back straight into place. That or I don't know. We'll see how that works. But next time we're up here, we might get that stabilizer fixed. Which might be next week. Well, I made it home. Just pretty much cannonballed it. Just straight, no stops. Stopped for a hot dog at Love's. You know, I've been slimming down. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, slimming down. Anyway, beat my wife home. My daughter left for the weekend. There's no grandbabies here. They're at their dad's. Anyway, I'm gonna sit on the front porch and wait for my wife to get home. Just like the dog.